Hello friends, how are you? I hope you all are doing great. So we are going to start with a new chapter, that is cost sheet. We have already completed activity based costing, and now we are moving on to the next chapter, that is cost sheet. So all those who are new to the channel, guys, please subscribe to the videos, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you get all the notifications on time, right? And for your information, the handbooks of cost accounting, financial management and economics of finance all are available on our website www.ksjteaching.org, and the soft copies for the same are available on our Android mobile app, right? And there are other courses also which are very useful, like the ICI study material course. If along with these videos you can cover that ICI study mat course, right? That is currently available in Hindi, but we have already started with the English recordings also. So very soon the English recordings will also be available on the mobile app. So if you can cover that, I think you are going to score 60 plus in this in costing FM, right? That is for sure if you can do that. Now let's come to the chapter of cost sheet. First, we'll try to understand what this cost sheet is all about, right? We'll not be straight away going into the format or anything. We'll just have a short story. From that short story, we'll try to understand what is cost sheet all about, right? What is the meaning of cost sheet? What are we going to study in this chapter of cost sheet? A very easy chapter, very interesting chapter, right? But the questions can be complicated also. The questions can be easy also. If you are able to understand the small things, then you will be then the questions will be very easy from the cost sheet, right? Nothing much in this chapter. No number of topics I can say. There is only one topic, that is the preparation of cost sheet. That's it, right? Now, just listen to a small story. There was a person, Mr. A. There was a person, Mr. A. He was running iron and steel plant. He was running an iron and steel plant, right? Now this iron and steel plant of Mr. A incurred huge losses. It incurred huge losses, right? Now he was very tense. Mr. A was very tense that I am trying very hard, but I am not able to run the business, and this business incurred huge losses. Now one day he was sitting with his friend, and he was discussing with him that, see, my business is not running, I'm into huge losses and all those things. Now what happens, when you are in some kind of a problem and you are not able to sort out that problem, what is the one thing that comes to the mind? Can you tell me what is the one thing that comes to your mind? The first thing that comes to your mind is go to an astrologer. Let's go to an astrologer and get our things checked, that whether this business was correct, whether the building where I am doing the business is correct for me or not, whether the direction is correct for me or not. All these things are very common, right? Whenever some things are not going in our way and we are not able to chalk out the solutions, the only solution we find is let's go to an astrologer. He will help us, right? So Mr. A also did the same. Mr. A went to an astrologer, and astrologer, after going through his chart, his birth chart and everything, he told him that this business is not for you, that you are not in the right business. What you should do is you should start with a garment business. Start a garment business, right? Now Mr. A says that I don't know anything about the garment business. How can I start? The astrologer says, then incur losses. It is your choice whether you want to be in the losses or if you want to be in the gains. Start with the garment business. So Mr. A was, not getting the solution. Still he is confused. So anyhow, thinking that astrologer was a very good one, and he might be right, that if I want to do something, I will have to do a garment business. So he started with the garment business. He knows nothing. Mr. A knows nothing much about the garment business. He started with the business with whatever knowledge he can gain from internet, from friends, whatever it was. He started with the garment business. He started with the manufacturing of garments, right? Now, if you are manufacturing a garment, then definitely you will be selling that garment. Yes, sir. What is the major area of concern now? What is the major area of concern? Major area of concern. The major area of concern for Mr. A was setting up selling price of the garment. Selling price of a garment. Now, this was one major problem for Mr. A, that how he should find out that what should be the price at which he should be selling his garment, right? Now, again, a problem there. Now, for this problem, he cannot go to an astrologer, because astrologer is not a chartered accountant, right? That is very much common. Astrologer is not a chartered accountant, but a chartered accountant can be an astrologer. Sir, why are you confusing us, sir? Okay, leave that, right? Jokes apart. Now, for this problem, the astrologer doesn't have a solution. Who is having the solution? Sir, a chartered accountant, a cost accountant, such a professional will have a solution to this. Now, what happened? Mr. A goes to a chartered accountant. Mr. A goes to a CA. Now, he told his problem to the CA. He told that I have started with a garment manufacturing business. I don't know anything about the business, sir, but I have started with the business, right? I purchased material, the little knowledge I had, that I purchased the material, I hired the machinery, I hired the labor, I started with the garment manufacturing. But now there is a major problem, that how should I identify the selling price of my garment? Now, CA says, sit down, don't worry about it, I'll definitely help you. CA says that, see, if you want to find out the selling price, first understand what are the components of selling price. For any selling price, there are two components, right? One is the cost of the product, and the other component is the profit that you want to earn, right? Now, because Mr. A was into iron and steel manufacturing or whatever it was, he knows what is profit. He clearly knows what this profit means, right? Now, his next question is, sir, how to identify? His question is, how to identify my total cost? Mr. A asks, how to identify my total cost? Now, CA says, see, for manufacturing a garment, what have you tried? He says, I have used material, I have incurred my labor expenses, I have incurred other overheads. So CA says, do one thing, whatever you think is your estimated expenses, right? Write down all the estimated expenses. Now, what the CA says, write down all estimated expenses, and profit you want to earn, on a piece of paper, right? And bring it to me. Clear? This is the wording of a CA. CA says, do one thing, write down all your estimated expenditure related to the manufacturing of garment, right? Like material, labor, other expenses, whatever it is, right? And the profit that you expect to earn, like 10% profit, 15% profit, 20% profit, whatever profit you want to earn, right? Write down on a piece of paper and bring it to me. Now, this piece of paper, Mr. A went back to his factory. He started writing down all the expenses and the profit that he wants to earn. Now, this paper on which he is writing down his expenses and the profit that he wants to earn, this piece of paper is known as a cost sheet, right? This piece of paper on which Mr. A has written all his expenses and the profit that he wants to earn, this piece of paper is called a cost sheet. So, I can say, what is a cost sheet? What is a cost sheet? Cost sheet is a statement of estimated cost, right? And profit to identify selling price of a product. selling price of a product. Clear, sir? So the cost sheet is a statement of estimated cost and profit to identify the selling price of a product. Have you got the story? Now, sir, what are the major costs for any factory, for any business? What are the major costs? Can you tell me? If you want to. So this cost sheet, first try to understand this cost sheet is what? This cost sheet is all about writing down the cost of the business, right? So that means you should know what is the total cost of the business, right? Keeping aside the profit part, profit is just a small part, right? What you should know is the first and the foremost thing is you should know what is the cost that you have incurred. That means the first step in the preparation of cost sheet is learning how to identify the cost, because that is the major part. If you don't know the cost, you won't be able to correctly set up the selling price of the product, isn't it? So the first and the foremost thing is trying to identify what my cost is. This whole cost sheet chapter is all about identifying your cost, adding the profit to your cost, and identifying the selling price. That's it, right? So for this purpose, if I talk about cost, and I have already discussed in the initial chapters also, what is this cost? Sir, cost is divided here into three parts, right? One is material, right? The other one is labor, and the third one is expenses, right? So I'll divide my total cost into three parts. The first part is material, the second part is labor, and the third part is expenses. See, if you want to manufacture anything, say you want to construct a house, can you do the construction without material? No, sir. So material is one of the first elements of the cost. We discussed in the initial chapters also, right? In the introductory chapter, we discussed about it, the basics of costing. That is why we covered the material chapter first. Then the second thing, if you have the material, can you construct a house without labor? No, sir. Right? Then when you are doing the construction of a house with material and labor, you will have the other expenses also. You will arrange for the tea, coffee, water, and lunch, food, anything for the labor, right? These are your other expenses, isn't it? Right? Any doubts? Now, further, we divide this cost into two parts. All these are divided into two parts. One is direct, the other one is indirect. Similarly, for the labor, we'll divide it into direct and indirect. Right? The third part, again, direct and indirect. Right? Any doubt? Clear? Now, what is a direct cost? Direct cost is any cost which is identifiable in 1 unit of finished good, and indirect cost is which is not identifiable in 1 unit of finished good. The important point here is all the direct cost is important for us, is very, very important for us. It is the primary cost without which we cannot do the business, right? So my direct cost is, all the direct cost is known as prime cost. Sir, why prime cost? Because it is one of the most important cost for any business, right? Sir, then what about the indirect cost? What about the indirect cost, sir? All the indirect cost is known as overheads. This we have already studied. The overheads chapter we have already studied, right? So first thing in the cost sheet is we have to identify the prime cost. We have to identify our overheads. Now these overheads, for this purpose, they are divided into three parts, right? These overheads are divided into three parts. One is factory overheads. Other one is admin overheads. And the third one is selling and distribution overheads, selling overheads, I can say, right? So overheads are divided into three parts. One is the factory overheads, second is admin overheads, and third one is selling and overheads. So all these are going to be covered in the cost sheet, right? So this is all about the cost. If we talk from the cost sheet point of view, this is all about the cost. First, you have to identify what is your direct cost. Then you have to identify what is your indirect cost. In the indirect cost, you have to identify which are your factory overheads, which are your administration overheads, and which are your selling overheads, right? Now there can be number of overheads between the factory overheads under. Now there can be many overheads under administration overheads and under selling and distribution overheads, right? So if I talk about this overheads, I'll go into the further chart. I'll say, let's talk a little about the overheads, right? So overheads are basically divided into three parts, right? One is factory overheads, right, sir? Then you have admin overheads, right? And then you have selling and distribution overheads. Selling and distribution overheads, right? What are factory overheads, sir? Can you tell me what are factory overheads? Factory overheads are all the expenses or the overheads being incurred, right, in factory area. In factory area, that is where the production is taking place. Now, if we talk about the admin overheads are divided into two parts. One is related to the production and the other are related to the general administration overheads. Sir, give an example of both. Okay, definitely. What are related to the production? Like salary to supervisor. Salary to a supervisor. Sir, who is a supervisor? Who is supervising the production? Right? There may be 2 or 3 supervisors. So all those who are related to the production, any expenses, any administration expenses which are related to the production, they will be covered in the production overheads. Sir, why are we dividing it into two parts? Because the treatment of both the overheads will be different in the cost sheet. I'll discuss that when we'll come to the format of cost sheet, but the treatment of both the overheads is different, right? Sir, what about the general overheads? This is the salary to office staff, right? Or stationary expenses, we can say stationary expenses, etc. So which are not directly related to the production, right? And about the selling and distribution overheads are very simple. All the overheads related to selling and distribution of product, like delivery van charges. For example, the delivery van charges, right? And then you have salesman commission. We'll discuss this list in the next lecture. We are going to discuss this list also, right? So this is all about broadly about the overheads, that what are the factory overheads, what are my administration overheads. I'll divide the administration overheads into production overheads and general administration overheads, and then the related to the selling and distribution of the product. Once your product is ready, you will have to sell it, right? And you will have to incur some expenses for that, overheads for that, right? Advertisement expenses are there, right? And then you have to deliver the product to the customer. For that, there will be delivery charges, isn't it? Any doubts up till this point? Right, sir? So, if we talk about the simple terms, what is a cost? So I divided the cost into two parts, direct and indirect. My total direct cost is called the prime cost. So I'll say the prime cost, right? Plus whatever my overheads are, this becomes my total cost, right? So the overheads can be 3: factory, admin, and selling and distribution overheads. So cost is a combination of two things. One is the prime cost, that is the sum of all the direct cost, and overheads, that is the sum of all the indirect cost, right? And now how to identify the selling price? Sir, that is very, very simple now. How to identify selling price? What is going to be my selling price of a product? How to identify the selling price? That is cost plus profit. Now Mr. A is happy. Mr. A is happy that I have got a fair amount of idea that how to identify the selling price of my product. Right? So the CA has given a whole idea that what is cost, how to divide the cost between the various elements. Then he discussed about the various overheads, that how to identify that which is your factory overhead, which is your admin overhead, and which is your selling and distribution overhead, right? And then this is the equation, final equation. This is about how we are going to present the things in the cost sheet, right? Presentation, the statement we'll discuss, don't worry. Now in the next lecture, what we are going to discuss is the list of things that will come under the direct cost, the list of items that are going to come under the overheads, right? Whether those are factory, admin, selling, what are the various things that can be asked in the examination, and you will have to categorize those items between factory overheads, administration overheads, and selling and distribution overheads, right? And a treatment of few things which can be tricky in the examination, where most of the times there is a question from the student that, sir, what is the treatment of this? What if it is not like that, if it is like that, right? So all these things, small technicalities related to overheads and the direct expenses, the prime cost, we are going to discuss in the next lecture, right? We are not going to discuss, still going to discuss in the next lecture about the format. The format we'll discuss in the third lecture, right? This is the first lecture. In the second lecture, I'm going to discuss about all the list of expenses, overheads, prime cost, whatever it is covered, and how it can be given in the question, right? So this is about the introduction to cost sheet. See you guys in the next lecture. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you so much.